Hello, my name is Elliot Jun Kyung Ha from a Korean American family. For my poor English pronunciation, I used Naver's Clova AI dubbing. Also, course project instructions and questions are written in italics. Obtaining permission to collect personal information and anonymizing autonomous driving sensor data collection, collecting general vehicle mounting data for the digital twin of autonomous vehicles. The guidelines are as follows. The review criteria are as follows. Step-by-step allocation instructions are below. The photographic material used is not related to any specific project. It is an imaginary expression of a virtual project. This is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. Explanatory material citation. 1. Task analysis autonomous research. Autonomous vehicle collaboration research issues. In relation to the previous course project, I mentioned the autonomous driving project to prepare the robo-taxi business in Seoul, South Korea. Data collection of fully autonomous vehicles is carried out in a simulated virtual world of a digital twin by attaching sensors for data collection to not only autonomous vehicles but also general taxi vehicles. In this course project, we will deal with issues extracted from the same project. It is mainly a privacy issue. This is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. Explanatory material citation. Autonomous vehicle collaboration research issues. A self-driving car took a picture of me? Is it a privacy violation? Explanatory material citation. Personal Information Commission seeks solutions to protect personal information with self-driving car. Industry. Explanatory material citation. Autonomous driving technology changes and market prospects. Explanatory material citation. Safety and security risks in self-driving vehicles. Explanatory material citation. Explanatory material citation. Safety and security measures for self-driving vehicles. Explanatory material citation. 221. Product-related AI-focused user experience design. In order to quickly carry out the national project of autonomous vehicles, installing a terminal in a vehicle of a general taxi company and accumulating data such as LiDAR, radar, and prior vision requires driver data of the vehicle and how much you need to figure out how many personal photos are being taken and how much personal information is being shown in the data. In fact, it is known that when an autonomous vehicle is used, personal information remains intact in the data collection code. This is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. Explanatory material citation. 222. Product-related AI-focused user experience design. Input. In order to collect data of general vehicles, information of taxi vehicles of general taxi companies is first input. Output. The output of the data collection stage records general vehicle driving information data and general individual photo data captured in the driving route pure vision of the vehicle. Transparency. All data records are processed by being assigned a taxi number or driver ID for labeling. This is because the driver's skills are directly linked to the driving skills of the robo-taxi, communication and certainty. However, drivers who collect and provide data may have a sense of objection to autonomous vehicles. The concept of do-it-yourself may arise because the taxi company orders it. Feedback loop. It is necessary to install a data collection terminal only on the vehicle of the desired driver. 223. Product-related AI-focused user experience design. If a general taxi company introduces an autonomous driving project to taxi drivers, installs a data collection terminal, and then drives a passenger, customer data can also be collected. You need to inform your customers about this. If you're not guided, you may be upset if you later find out that your information is still in your data. Explanatory material citation. 3-1. Privacy considerations. In Korea, there are many cases of missionary activities or stalking with the remaining contact information of the customer in the application calling program. Anonymity must be guaranteed in the process of creating an application so that this can be defended against data collection of autonomous vehicles. Users who refuse to collect data should not collect data. And even if there are inconveniences in providing services, researchers must bear with it. This could prevent criminal offenses or selling data through dark channels. For example, this is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. 322. Evaluate the privacy and ethical implications of products. In fact, even if I use an autonomous vehicle or are scanned by the LiDAR sensor, will my information be provided to the autonomous vehicle? May be questioned. However, when using a shared vehicle, such as email and contact information, personal information is written and stored in the collection terminal. When an individual uses the application, however, based on the privacy laws in each country or continent, such data must be anonymized and encrypted. It relies on the Personal Information Protection Act, a data protection law in Korea. Still developing. By default, unauthorized data cannot be collected, and even if collected, anonymity must be guaranteed. Explanatory material citation. Explanatory material citation. 4-1. Ethical consideration. In the case of LiDAR data and PLR data, a problem arises from not asking for guidance and permission for recording based on vehicle location information or driver information service user information. It relies on the Personal Information Protection Act, a data protection law in Korea. Still developing. By default, unauthorized data cannot be collected, and even if collected, anonymity must be guaranteed. This is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. Explanatory material citation. 422. Ethical consideration. Ethical and fairness. Explain data collection to taxi companies, taxi drivers, and customers using the service, and ask for permission in advance. Ethical AI responsibility. If it is used illegally, it should be informed of what responsibility it will be, and legal and financial responsibility should be taken in case of an accident. Ethical AI transparency. This should be legislated. As the Personal Information Protection Act evolves, guidelines and laws are prepared specializing in autonomous vehicles and shared vehicle research vehicles, just like the government is seeking permission for clinical trials of new coronavirus treatments or vaccines. A system that is allowed to collect data should be in place. 423. Identify possible sources of bias in the model and strategies to proactively mitigate them. If someone finds out that my personal information is recorded on the device or remains in the form of a code, they may be offended or sued. The starting point for solving the problem is to seek permission from the people involved. If you do not have permission, you may be restricted from using the service. Explanatory material citation. Explanatory material citation. Explanatory material citation. This is a design of Hyundai Motors robot taxi, which is scheduled to be serviced in the United States. Thank you very much for reviewing the assignment.